Super Saiyan 3 Goku just got confirmed in the final battle of Dragon Ball Daima, but I think they're still hiding something. Dragon Ball Daima just released what they're calling a climax trailer to hype up the finale of Daima that's going to be airing on February 28th, exactly 3 weeks from today. While I still have a lot of questions and personally don't know how they're going to wrap up all of this plot in just 3 more episodes, I'm hoping that the finale will maybe be an hour-long special or something like that. In the climax trailer, however, we really got a little more than a sneak peek, a good look in my opinion at just what Goku, Vegeta, and the others are gonna be up against in the final battle against Gomah. In last week's episode, the third eye, which was strangely in the possession of Hybis all of this time, was traded for a hat to this young lady he just met but who had been working for Gomah secretly. When she delivered the eye to Gomah at the end of the episode and placed it in the center of his forehead, Gomah underwent a pretty grotesque transformation, gaining size and monstrous magical powers thanks to this item. We didn't really get a good look at Gomah's new form until this week with the climax trailer, but it's pretty safe to assume that this version of him is gonna require all-out effort from Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, and a couple of other characters that we saw in the trailer. If you haven't already, consider leaving a like on the video if you've been enjoying all of the Dragon Ball content recently, and don't forget to subscribe and turn those notifications on because we're trying to hit that big 1 million this year. But without further ado, fellas, let's hop right into Dragon Ball Daima's final climax trailer. Beyond being a preview for the final battle of Dragon Ball Daima with Gomah, this new climax trailer was really just showing off some insane animation that at this point we're honestly just used to when it comes to this show. Goku's Kamehameha in the opening being a product of that, as they did some smooth transitions between his base form Kamehameha and him doing it in Super Saiyan 2 against the Tamagami. So before we even get deep into the final conflict that they're going to be showing here, we can already tell that there's going to be a little bit of a recap going on as well. The first half of the trailer is a lot of Goku and Vegeta versus the past Tamagamis. Unfortunately, they weren't able to battle the Tamagami in the first Demon World since the Majins and Arinsu took care of that Dragon Ball already. Speaking of the Majins, they also show up in the trailer relatively early on as well in their battle against the Tamagami. Although we've yet to see the full extent of the Majin's powers, we have at least seen what they can do initially, so for the role that they play, that's more than enough, right? I'm actually still hopeful that at some point they combine their powers somehow, which should be possible even without the merge bugs since they're Majins, right? Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta also makes a recap appearance as well, and I would assume that in the final battle we could expect to see this again too. Again, I just gotta point out how amazing the animation has been all throughout the entire Daima series. Even just a little 2-minute trailer like this looks absolutely phenomenal. Not a single episode has lacked in that department, which was one of our many complaints about Dragon Ball Super, especially early on. Some of those earlier episodes in Dragon Ball Super just look plain bad in my opinion. I know a lot of you guys probably agree. But this could probably be mostly attributed to all of the episodes of Dragon Ball Daima being done before the series even began to air, so maybe the studio didn't feel rushed or anything like that. The latter half of the trailer finally gives us our first official look at Gomah in his final form after merging with the third eye. Not only is he massive now, almost like he wished to get his adult body back as well, but this is a pretty strange costume choice too now that we see him in a larger form. I know I can't be the only one that thinks Gomah kinda looks like a Pride Trooper in this black and red bodysuit. Maybe it's a nod to the Pride Troopers or just some coincidence, I don't know, but he definitely looks a bit more menacing, especially with this third eye sticking out of his forehead now. As Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Shin, and the rest of the fighters land in the courtyard ahead of Gomah, the power the third eye gives him has to be pretty freaking immense to give him the confidence to be able to take all of them out at once. Even the Majins and the Tamagami can be seen backing up Goku and the others against Gomah, so if it's gonna take all of them and then some to defeat this guy now, the third eye might be just a little bit more powerful than we originally thought, I don't know. After more recap clips showing us how we got here, we finally get a little look at what the final battle is gonna look like in a few weeks, as we see Goku and Vegeta flying right at Gomah, who's using his new magic powers to launch these big rocks at them. The Majins can also be seen maneuvering in and out and around all of these large rocks being thrown their way and making their way towards Gomah now. Altogether, it kind of looks like they're able to give Gomah a hard time, which is what I would kind of expect to see with the Majins, the Tamagami, and Glorio all helping them, as we can see the Majins restrain him at one point thanks to their elasticity, and everyone else going to pounce on him now. But with a single flex, when he charges up his power one time, Gomah is able to knock all of them out. Maybe it's just me, but I would love to see exactly how strong Gomah is in this form compared to Goku and Vegeta at the beginning of Super. But if someone is able to summon the dragon and they're able to make that wish at some point during this last battle, if that's how they end up beating Gomah, then it's probably pretty obvious where he stands at that point. Gomah continues raising his power, and in the next scene, we can see Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Glorio, and the Majins, and even the Tamagami at this point, which is all pretty cool to see, all preparing some of their strongest attacks while surrounding Gomah, but he just floats there between all of them with no concern on his face at all. And you guys gotta help me out, remind me here. Is this the first time that we're seeing Piccolo's special beam cannon in Daima? I honestly can't remember right now. At this point though, in my opinion, it might take just a little more than Super Saiyan 3 Goku or Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta to take this guy down if he's about to tank everyone's signature attacks like this with no problem. But in the very last shots of the climax trailer for Dragon Ball Daima, we finally get to see what we've been waiting for. Super Saiyan 3 Goku is finally born in the climax of Dragon Ball Daima. Now, before we start speculating, there is no context so far on when exactly Goku undergoes this form, or if this is even how he was able to beat Gomah. But if I had to take a guess, I would assume, kind of like in Dragon Ball GT, that since Goku is in a much smaller body now, he probably won't be able to maintain this form as long as he could in his adult body thanks to the, the massive energy drain from Super Saiyan 3. So maybe Super Saiyan 3 Goku or Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta aren't the answer to Gomah, because again, there's also the matter of the merge bugs too that we've yet to see anyone use yet, but in last week's episode, the heal bugs, I forget the exact name for them, they were used on Vegeta, so they haven't forgotten about them totally. Whether it be a new fusion or a new form to finally take Gomah down, or just the power of teamwork, I'm excited to see. I hope Daima's finale is everything that they're gassing it up to be, with an entire trailer getting released 3 weeks ahead of time. The rumor from a few weeks ago that a new form would be coming before the end of Daima as well honestly still lives rent-free in my head, so I can't wait to see how these last 3 episodes play out. But I'm glad that we can finally say that Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta both got shown in Dragon Ball Daima. Rest in peace, and thank you again to Akira Toriyama for leaving us this super fun adventure. Daima has honestly been more enjoyable than I initially thought, but I'm so glad that I've been able to experience it week to week like this, and I hope everybody that's watching this video has been enjoying it as well. Thanks so much for watching until the end if you made it this far, guys, and let me know down below in the comments how much you love this new climax trailer and how you think Daima is going to conclude at the end of the month. Super Saiyan 3 Goku has finally been confirmed for Dragon Ball Daima just weeks after Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta was revealed, and while it might not be as hyped since this is Goku's form to begin with, finally seeing it in Daima and knowing that this will be coming to games like Sparking Zero, Dokkan, and Legends really makes things more exciting. Let me know how you guys like the trailer and the latest episode down below in the comments. We'll still be having our review of the latest episode coming up either tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to try to get that out today, but anyways, fellas, have a great day, and I'm going to see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.